All right, as promised, Mack Butler, Director of Football Operations at Oklahoma State, joining us yesterday. He and Dylan Stoner were honored by the Oklahoma chapter of the National Football Foundation. Dylan with the Student Athlete Award, and Mack with the Merv Johnson Integrity and Coaching Award. And I'm a little partial, but some really good men through the years. Uh, a lot that Mack knows a lot real well have won that award, and I think Mac too. The people that have won it and the people that are around it. There's a lot of respect for the award because of Merv, and Merv. Everybody respects Merv Johnson.
Absolutely. He, back years and years ago when I was just a pup, and he was always um, available for young coaches to talk to and try to help, and he's a legend, and so I'm humbled to say that I'm associated with that award, and it's a big deal, certainly a big deal for me.
And a good number of people. I know Chad Weiberg, Larry Reese, Kevin Clintworth down there at the function yesterday. I wish I could have been down there and again supporting Mac and Dylan Stoner. I mention you a lot on this show, and people need to understand, the impact you had on this program. First, when you came in with Les, um, and then now with Mike. But before that, a lot of people may not know your complete bio. You've coached at the high school level, coached in one of my favorite towns in Oklahoma, Stigler. I've got relatives from there. You coached at NEO, part of a national championship there. You coached at the University of Tulsa on the Division I college level. So before Mac Butler made the decision to start making sure the coaches and players were all comfortable and taking care of them, you were coaching. And I know from Dave Hunziker and I standing down there during practice sometimes, you still love to look out there and kind of, okay, that's happening. I like that. And this could get better. I mean, you still have a coach's eye for this.
Well, you can't help but when you've been around it so long and you see the development of the players, it doesn't matter what age and how they mature. It just it's always makes me feel good. I'm like anybody else. You're around, like you see your kids grow up. When you see Jesse, he's getting better, and you see him. Well, now, he's not acting very right though. So you just it gets in your blood, and it's certainly in mine. And I'm certainly not a young guy anymore, but yeah, it's enjoyable and fun. Those you bring back those memories, or those cities and communities that I was involved in, and gosh, so many great memories, and people, and in Stigler, Oklahoma, and Wilburton, America, and McAllister, and then gosh, as you know, Miami, Oklahoma. There's I was sitting at the table yesterday, and we were talking with the John Odell and some of them FCA guys, and just how those young men that play at NEO, and how that's their chance. For whatever reason, the first chance they didn't get a chance to go to the spot that they had picked out. So they take that chance at NEO, and all of a sudden, they get better. Other eyes look at them, and they get their chance to play at the next level, and they're special now. They know what it's about. You talk about, their facilities that has improved so much, but still, you're playing at a junior college against guys that, they're ready to bring it, because they've got to show somebody they can play. So great feelings, and makes my old heart pump.
When you made the move from coaching to being football ops, and you started at Tulsa and then came here with Les, LSU, then back to Oklahoma State with Mike, that's a different vein. I mean, some people say it's not as much, you're not, recognized as much coaching, but to me, I think it's even more vital. And I brought this up before you came on. Your record since you came back in '09 with Mike in neutral and road games, Oklahoma State's record is 44 and 19. That's on the road and in neutral site games, generally against really good competition. And I told the audience that reflects on Mack Butler because his job now is to make sure that this organization moves efficiently, comfortably, and that everybody that's involved in it has a chance to put their best foot forward, whether they're a player or coach. And Mack's the guy that makes sure they have all the, good night's sleep, good food, they get there on time, all of that. Has it been as rewarding for you as you hoped it would be when you made the move into it?
Well, the reward comes when you win and you're successful at the end of the day. There's been challenges now, Robert. It hasn't always been. You can dot every I and cross every T, and doesn't always go like you planned. But you certainly try to smooth it over, if you will, and hide the fact that it didn't go as planned. But certainly, Coach Gundy will know because I'll always share everything with him. But the players, I think they probably know that. Wow, this is the same kind of trip. But there may be some things that have happened that didn't go as we had initially planned. But it's the reward comes when the organization is successful, and that comes from the quarterback making the first read and getting the ball there, to a linebacker making a tackle, or the best being on time and where they're supposed to be, and all the factors that go into it. The taping and Scott Parker and his staff and Zach Ramsey and the video staff, and all of that is part of the organization and the success. And I think we've reached a level that we're we expected. We want the excellence and the opportunity to win at the very highest level, and certainly that's the goal.
The other thing I told the audience before you came on, with your experience, Mac could be he could open up his own travel agency. He knows the ins and outs of moving big groups of people as well as anybody, and has done it as well as anybody. I wanted to kind of, this is our lightning round, and we'll wrap it up with this because this is, Mac is unique and he can answer these questions. I'm going to start off with a crazy one, and that is best escort, because I told people we get these escorts, and I remember in Shreveport, I think it was Shreveport, they were practicing for a presidential visit, and you see these guys zipping on the motorcycles and getting the team from the hotel to the stadium and running red lights. Who's your all-time best escort team?
Golly, so we'll call through. We'll name three, and then I'll go back. So, gosh, the people at Memphis, there were 13 motorcycles this last year, and they were unbelievable. They're really, really, really good. I'm going to go back to 2004. We were in L.A. and we shut down the L.A. freeways. And story there about a Mercedes, and his signal to us when he popped his roof was not the hello sign. And so, and then the other one, they just did a fantastic job, was San Antonio and those PD guys there. So the best though, and it. Probably the most recent was the Liberty Bowl, but 17 motorcycles, and I mean to tell you now, they were Harleys. A lot of them are driving BMWs now, but I tell Jackie that I'm going to come back one day with high boots, tight pants, flat belly, and have me a cup of coffee there and a Harley, and it rumbling down the road. Go ahead.
All right. Best location, and when I say best location, I mean, and it can be anywhere other than Tulsa or OU, because those are in state. But can be Big 12, can be non-conference. You just say, hey, everybody I deal with on this trip, I can depend on. I know it's all going to get done. So I guess easiest trip for you to plan with everybody you have to deal with.
Oh, golly. um, Goodness here. Let's see. There are some more difficult than others now. That might have been an easier question, but
Yeah, I know that.
yeah. And
That's
I'm,
why I
you know,
didn't ask it that way.
uh, you know, those. And I'm not doing local stuff because our troopers do a great job of escorting, and the in-state
Right.
people are really good. But probably out of state, the things I don't have to worry about and know everything's going to happen is the UT guys at Texas. Yep,
Texas.
yep.
Okay, that's fair enough. All right. Here's another good one. And I know Cowboy Dining would be number one. And after we had their food at the radio function that Jackie was in charge of for Learfield IMG College and the Cowboy Network the other day, God, those jalapeno corn fritters were unbelievable. But take Cowboy Dining out of it. Best caterer that you've dealt with. Best caterer.
Let's see here. Now, boy, you're testing me now. Um, you're not talking
Yeah,
about a
these are out of
hotel, right? You're
state. They
talking
they
about
won't. No one will know.
what's that now?
Just yeah, out of state. So we're not gonna make anybody mad. I don't think they'll hear. Nobody will hear feedback on it. But no, yeah, out of state of Oklahoma, because Cowboy Dining would rank number one with me. But caterers that just say, hey, when we're there, they feed our team good.
And we're talking hotels here, right? We can use the hotels. Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
hotels, sure.
Yep. Yep. Well, the hotel where we have stayed, and they've just bent over backwards to make sure everything is just as prepared the way you want it to be. Is when we played at TCU and the Renaissance Hotel in downtown Fort Worth. That I'm just telling you, they do it right, and and we have specs that Charles Hewitt does as our nutritionist that we give the hotel, but they make sure that it is all. I mean, the bacon is thick, and the chicken and steaks, and oh my goodness, that's just they you can tell. Here's the greatest compliment to a hotel staff and cooking, catering staff, is when the players get up after the first trip and they go back to certain dishes. And I've told them that. I said, that's your compliment right there. When they come back and reload, yeah, you done it right.
All right, last one, and we know the Atherton in Stillwater where the team stays before home games. I remember, Zach telling me on his recruiting trip, he said, "Dad, the bed in that hotel, the mattress, unbelievable." So I know they've got great mattresses at the Atherton for the overnight for before home games, but I guess best sleep on the road. And it can be the mattress. It could just be it's out kind of away from everything, but where all the players are going to have a chance to get a really really good. And you aim for that every trip, but is there one that's maybe above and beyond?
So, Robert, I'm going to throw this out there just because it's hot on my mind. But when I went and did the site visit for our Oregon State game, we're actually going to stay in Eugene, downtown Eugene, and there's a property in downtown Eugene that has been remodeled, and they're finishing up, and they're putting brand new mattresses, oversized, in the rooms. There is a decor in there, and I think we haven't even slept there yet, and I'm gonna say that the mattresses, and again because it's new and there's not going to have been a lot of bodies on them, that the hotel when we get ready to go play Oregon State, that's going to be it, and we'll need it, and it'll be perfect.
And that is good to know as the Cowboys get ready to open up the season for 2019 out there in Oregon. Hey, Mac, I appreciate it. Congratulations on the award. And the one thing I've always been told by the people that are involved with the Merv Johnson Award with the National Football Foundation is it goes to people who get it, who realize what's important, taking care of the players, having great relationships, which I know through the years you've had great relationships with our players at Oklahoma State. So again, congratulations and appreciate all you do. And people really will never realize how much Mack Butler really does to make sure Oklahoma State football is successful.
I appreciate it, Robert. Yep. So that orange is good now, and I love the pokes.
I can't wait to see you in the high boots, tight pants, flat tummy, and the Harley.
Hey, you'll know it's me now. I mean, you may not. I mean, I said, well, he doesn't look the same, but he's going to know it. You're going to know it's me.
Yeah, there'll be that Mack Butler twinkle in the eye. Hey, again, appreciate the time and congrats, Mack.
Thank you.
All right, Mack Butler, Director of Football Operations at Oklahoma State, this year's winner of the Merv Johnson Integrity and Coaching Award from the National Football Foundation Oklahoma chapter.